going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
If you're looking for a company that can do it all when it comes to building, look no further than Tenakee Properties. From new home builds to remodels and commercial projects, our contractors work hard to give your space a new life from planning to finishing touches. Whether it's new interiors or dirt work, they see your big picture without forgetting the small details. In the market for a new home, they partnered with Freeman Development to bring new homes to the Oak Hill subdivision of Lawrenceburg. That's Tenakee Properties, licensed and insured. Call today or visit Tenakee.com.
Mac Brown has been providing photographic services for 55 years. During that time, Mac Brown photographers have photographed children, seniors, weddings, schools, musicians, and commercial businesses. The studio takes great pride in producing quality photographs and services for its many clients. While the studio has adapted as times have changed, their goal of providing excellent photography has remained constant. For more information or to schedule an appointment, visit their website at macbrownphoto.com or give them a call at 931-762-4263. Let the professionals at Mac Brown Photography turn your memories into treasures.
Why should you bank with Employee Resources Credit Union? We offer a wealth of services, including mobile banking, video banking, bill pay, and more. We also offer loan rates that are lower than those of our competitors. Employee Resources Credit Union has been a financial pillar since 1964, providing long-time support to members of the community. Join us and become part of the ERCU commitment, not for profit, for service.
What really matters during the ball game, we're at that point in the season where some are just beginning, some have already ended, and others are at that point where it's either win or go home. Depending on what your perspective is, it changes everything, doesn't it? In 2 Corinthians 4 and verse 18, we're reminded we don't look at the things that are seen, but at the things that are unseen. For the things that are seen are temporary, but the things that are unseen are eternal. Keep your focus, keep your perspective on the right things, the things of God, the eternal things. And that message brought to you by your friends at the Leoma Church of Christ.
Working with Gina was great because she really knows this area. I gave her the specifications of what I was looking for, and she took me right to my forever home.
I met Gina when she sold my son's home within 5 days after it hit the market. With my home, from the day the sign hit the yard to the day we signed the papers, Gina was there every step of the way. Her involvement in the sale of my home was the best decision that I made.
We never felt like Gina was pushing us to make a deal with a buyer. She knew what we wanted, and she worked diligently to get us the best offer for our properties.
Working hard for my clients to make their dreams come true. Let me work for you.
Financial advisor Scott Beasley knows time spent with family is everything. As a founder of Beasley Wealth Management, His mission is to give clients the freedom to enjoy time with family without the burden of financial concerns. A local of Lawrenceburg, Scott deeply values building relationships with clients, ensuring they make informed decisions concerning asset management, tax planning, and retirement planning. Offering a free initial consultation, Beasley Wealth Management helps clients pursue their aspirations with confidence.
I'm Mike Keith, and my friends at Elliott Johnson Insurance have a great partner in Auto Owners Insurance. Auto Owners makes it easy to get life, home, car, or business insurance. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the Auto Owners policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretto, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is your premier source for hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, sheet vinyl, residential and commercial carpet, carpet tiles, ceramic and porcelain tile, waterproof floating floor, plus blinds and shutters. Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is also home to all name brands and can tackle projects big and small. Installation? You're covered with installers who've got years of experience and stand behind their work. Let Lawrenceburg Flooring and More make your design dreams a reality. 2760 Highway 43 North, or visit LawrenceburgFlooringandMore.com.
Want to take the next steps in taking care of your health? Tennessee Valley Allergy Services can make your goals a reality. Their team of doctors, nurses, and medical professionals are dedicated to providing allergy care and treatment, such as drops and shots, to fit your exact needs. Their expert services are for anyone ages 2 and older. Whether you struggle with environmental or food allergies, they've got you covered. Discover a better you at Tennessee Valley Allergy Services, located right next to the Zaxby's in Lawrenceburg. Book online or call 931-325-0757 to schedule your appointment today.
Arts, crafts, stationery, journals, books, educational toys, wrapping paper, devotionals, greeting cards, and much more can all be found at Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg. Shop local to find the perfect gift or have a custom gift basket made for just the right occasion. Paper and Thread has a party room now available for birthdays, classes, and so much more. We could go on and on about all the neat things you'll find at Paper and Thread, but you just need to hop in your car and head down there. 106 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg is where you'll find them and discover what makes Paper and Thread awesome. That's Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg, 106 North Military Avenue, just north of the square.
This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome everybody in here to Loretto, Tennessee, as we're here near the campus of Loretto High School. We're actually at the sports complex. My name is Hayden Birch, joined alongside Kevin Wright for this action, as it's a makeup game between these two, between the Lady Mustangs of Loretto taking on the Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers. As this game was supposed to be last week or 2 weeks ago. I can't remember the actual date it was supposed to be set, but last game before postseason starts. A lot of playoff implications in play here today, as the Lady Mustangs, if they come up with a win here today, they will lock up the number 2 seed, and if Mount Pleasant comes away with a win today, there will be a 3-way tie for number 2 seed, and good luck for the person trying to figure out who's going to be the higher seed, because there's a lot of playoff implications and tiebreakers from their point. So it'll be action starting on the mound here for the Lady Mustangs. They're in their home black uniforms. Mount Pleasant will be in their away blue uniforms with red pants. First time these two met, Mount Pleasant pick up the win in Mount Pleasant. And first pitch is underway. That's swung on, be fouled out of play down the left field line. Makes count 0-1. As it's Randall at third, Ezel at second, or excuse me, Ezel at short. That is Livingston at second. Chance at first. Behind the dish will be Sam Stepp. Over in right field, it will be Cam Hansen. Mallory Corbin in center field, and in left field, it will be Breeley Winters. That one gets away, makes the 1-1 count. Leading off here for the Lady Tigers will be Cameron Brewer. Next pitch just misses. Makes it a 2-1 count. As Loretto came up with a big win over Lewis County yesterday, 18-3 on senior night. They won that one in 4 innings. Here's the next pitch. In there for strike 2. Aims it up 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's the next pitch. That was swung on, popped up here in the air, and Corbin gets underneath it for the first out here in the inning. So, leadoff will be out for the Lady Tigers. Brings up number 24. I don't have a lineup. I have a roster, though, in front of me, so I have to bring that up. That's Bella Pugh, the sophomore. She is actually from Hampshire Unit School as Mount Pleasant co-ops with Hampshire. That one misses for ball 1. Here's the next pitch. That one's in there for strike 1. Here's the next pitch. And just misses for ball 2. Atkinson falls behind 2-1 once again. Here's the next pitch. That one misses high. Now it's a 3-1 count. Hitters count coming up here for Pugh. Here's 3-1 pitch. That's grounded up the middle, and that's going to get into center field. Corbin will get underneath it, and that'll be a 1-out single for the Lady Tigers. That'll be Jaden Scroggins up to the plate now. 1 over at first. He's going to have an infield meeting. Looks like accent or hair's come undone. Is trying to get that fixed. That's Ezel. Yeah. Coach Glass was like, let's get this going. And the girls are like, we're still braiding her hair up. Give us some time. Yes. Then again, if you're just tuning in, this is a big game, even though it's the regular season. A lot of on the line is Loretto. If they win this one, they'll lock up the number 2 seed. Right now, Summertown is the number 1, as they've defeated everybody within the district. Battle Creek will be 5th, but if Loretto loses this game, there will be a 3-way tie for 2nd. And there's a lot of tiebreakers, and it's going to have to go deep into the bag for the tiebreakers to determine who's going to be the 2, 3, and 4. So along the line, but Loretto can lock up the 2 if they win here. As that one swung on a missed for strike 1. Here's the next pitch. That one's popped up here in the infield. Livingston underneath it makes the grab for the 2nd out, and is good awareness by Pugh to not take a chance there. She'll stay over at first. Maddie Klein, first baseman, sophomore for the Lady Tigers. Pretty young group as they have 2 seniors. In there for strike 1, as they have 2 seniors, 4 juniors, 5 freshmen, and 3 sophomores. So with that, that's a pretty young team for the Lady Tigers. One count. That one's in there for strike 2, and 1-2 count here for Atkinson, looking to close this one out. Next pitch in here. Just misses away. 2-2 count. Next pitch popped up here in the air. Looking to get underneath it. Atkins, she'll track it underneath the sun, make the grab, and that will end the inning. So 1 left on for the Lady Tigers. No runs put on. Time for Lady Mustangs to go to the bats. I'll be coming up next here on the X Sports Network.
For the best at-home care in Lawrence County, the Summit at Home is the right company for you. We have a friendly staff over 25 that is trained, educated, and qualified to help with all your needs within your household. Our non-medical services include transportation, housework, dressing, and companionship. We are also covered by most long-term care providers. For more information, please call 931-762-2310.
Are you tired of missing out on family life just to be treated like another truck number? Since 1986, Southeast Cares has been a family-operated business based in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Being family-owned ourselves, we understand the importance of family, which is why we value it above all else. With our large number of dedicated lanes and our friendly staff, we are able to evenly divide your home time with the amount of time you spend on the road. We offer multiple benefits with large company pay, all while keeping a small company environment. For more information, visit our website at southeastcarriers.com or check us out on Instagram and Facebook.
This is the X Sports Network.
Jackson. And back here on the X Sports Network, trying to go through my notes here. Kind of came in last minute, had a doctor's appointment to go to beforehand, so bear with me as we are back here in Loretto, Tennessee. Is the bottom of the first between the Lady Tigers and Mount Pleasant taking on the Lady Mustangs. Leading off for Loretto will be the left fielder, number 2, Breeley Winters, followed by Cam Hansen and Aubrey Ezel. So those are the first 3 up here for the Lady Mustangs. It's been hot as of late. So they had 2 big wins over Lewis County on Monday and yesterday. Can't remember the exact final score of the game Monday, but I can tell you it was a butt whooping yesterday from 18-3, which ended in 4 innings. Jackson starting off on the mound for the Lady Tigers. That one misses for ball 1, just a little high. Here's the next pitch. That one misses high, nearly the same spot. As Winters jumps ahead 2-0. Next pitch coming up. That's swung on, popped up here in the air, and that's going to get down for a leadoff single in the no man's land. And Breeley will be on to start things off, bringing up Cam Hansen.
Coming to the plate, right fielder number 18.
Yes, over at first, Breeley's got some wheels, so if she thinks she can take off, she will most likely do so and get a Lady Mustang in score position, kind of start things off like they did yesterday. First pitch to Cam, she swings on that one, popped up here in the air, be fouled out of play just behind the home plate. Start things off 0-1. Next pitch, and that's swung on, popped up here in the air. That's going to be the left field. That's going to get down too, as right fielder can't make a play on it, and Winters will be safe over at first. Another single here to start things off. 2 runners on, and in scoring position now is Winters and Ezel. She had a big day yesterday. She was a home run away from the cycle against Lewis County on senior day yesterday, so she's looking to do her thing after that and step right back off where she left off. Here's the next pitch. That one's in there. Start things off 0-1. comes the 0-1. That one swung on, grounded down the third baseline. Head coach Bryce Glass couldn't make a play on it. Now 0-2. Easy's going to have to protect here. No outs, though. There's the 0-2. That one misses high. 1-2 count. Here's Jackson with the 1-2. That's a one hopper. Gets by the shortstop. That's going to score a run over into left field. Hanson, she's going to stay put at second, and Winters will score and has an RBI single here for Ezel, and the Lady Mustangs strike first. They lead 1-0. As that got by Pugh over at short, off of her glove, went into left field, and Winters able to round third and head home and score. Corbin up to the plate for the first time. First pitch is in there for strike one. So the first three batters here for Loretto have all led to hits. As now the Lady Mustangs have three in the game. That one swung on. That's going to get down for another hit. Hanson followed right behind Ezel. She is all over her track. She's going to score, and that is a 2 RBI double for the Lady Mustangs, and they jump on top quickly, 3-0. As Ezel had the wheels, she was all over Hanson over at third and heading home. So the Lady Mustangs jumping out on top early like they did yesterday. Brings up the senior, Kirsten Randall. Shout out to her chalking my truck yesterday. That first pitch is in there for strike one. Yeah, she didn't mean to. She did it all in love. At least I think. Who knows? Here's the 0-1. That's swung on. That's going to be popped up into left and be in foul ball territory. Left fielder not able to get to it. That's 0-2 here for Randall. Here's the 0-2. That swung on. That shot deep in the left field, and that's going to be caught. And Corbin, she's going to have to tag up. I don't know if she tagged up. She wanted to take off for third, so she'll stay put. That's only the first out, though. Brings up Atkins. She's trying to help out her own cause.
The pitcher, number 16, Chelsea Atkinson.
Yes. Very windy today here in Loretto. Here's the pitch. That's swung on, missed for strike one. Here's the 0-1. That one misses high. It's 1-1 count. Here's the next pitch. That one misses low this time. 2-1 count. Now Atkins jumps ahead. Here comes the next pitch. That one swung on, popped up, and that will be fouled out of play right on top of us near the press box on the third base line. 2-2 count, and still, if you're just tuning in, a lot of playoff implications in this game. Loretto, if they win this game, they lock up the number 2 seed within district play. If not, there will be a 3-way tie for second place, and good luck to that person trying to figure it out. That one's swung on. That one's fouled near the Mount Pleasant dugout. It is more than likely, from what it looks like, Loretto will be playing Lewis County. Now, don't quote me on it, but more than likely, the way the district's shaping up, that's who they'll play in the first round. So we should get a bracket soon by the TSSAA and coaches to find out what it's going to look like. That pitch is swung on. That is going to be fair. Down the first baseline, that's going to score a run. Atkins, she takes off for second, and she'll get there with a stand-up RBI double. And now Lady Mustangs 4-0 here in the bottom of the first. Going to have a, oh, she's just taking her elbow guard off. I thought that we're going to have a courtesy runner.
Coming to the plate. Second baseman, number 12. Macy Kate Livingston.
Brings up number 12, Macy Kate Livingston. Still only one out. Runner in scoring position again. Here's Jackson going to show bunt. That's in there for strike one. As Atkinson was literally halfway to third, and she's just going to stay put over at second. Here's next pitch. That one misses high this time. Makes it a 1-1. Livingston, her first at bat here in the game, as we are now at 7, 8, and 9 coming up. That one misses. 2-1 count. Livingston jumps ahead now. Yes. It's Livingston at the plate. Andrews on deck, and Chance 9-hole hitter in the hole. Next pitch. Swung on a miss, just a little high. 2-2 count. Here's the next pitch. That swung on, popped up, and that will be fouled. That's literally going to be on top of the first base press box. As Livingston's protected. It's a 2-2 count still. Here's the next pitch. Now swung on, grounded down the third base line, just fouled. And we'll do it over again. Atkinson ready to take off if it's something in play. She's over at second. If Livingston can get a hold of it, put something in play, that'd probably be another run scored. Here's the next pitch. That's swung on, fouled once again. That one's in the Little League dugout, or at least near it. As this is the 8th pitch of the at bat, I do believe. Here's the pitch. That one misses low and runs it full. Full count here. Swung on, shot into center. That's going to get down, and that's going to score another run. Atkinson, she's going to just trot over to home base. Home plate that is, and a RBI single here for Livingston this time, and give another run to the Lady Mustangs. They jump ahead 5-0 here early.
Coming to the plate, the designated player, number 15.
Brings up the DP, Abby Andrews. Her first bat of the day. Run on first, still one out. That pitch is swung on. That's going to get down between the left field and center fielder. Gets away from him. Another run's going to score. Livingston, she's going to take off, and that's an RBI double. here for the Lady Mustangs, and they're still putting it on them, 6-0 now. And just like yesterday, they started off hot and they haven't slowed down at all.
Now batting, first baseman number 7, Jesse Chance.
Now it makes it 6-0. Number 9 up to the plate. Well, the 9-hole hitter there. She's actually number 7, first baseman Jesse Chance. Here's the pitch. Swung on a miss for strike one. The way they've been swinging here so far in the bottom of the first, you might as well swing on that first pitch and be aggressive. Jackson just trying to stop the bleeding at this point. That one misses away. 1-1 count. Next pitch. That one shot up into left field. And that's going to get to the corner of the wall. That's going to score one. And that's a RBI double once again by Jesse Chance. And now we're back to the top of the lineup. It is now 7-0 here in the bottom of the first. And we're going to have a mound meeting here. Bringing in the whole infield. And I believe that will do it for Jackson. See what they do here. And which it will. So we're going to have a pitching change. It will be Pugh on the mound. So while she's warming up, we'll take a quick break here on the X Sports Network.
A&M Medical is Lawrence County's newest medical clinic, specializing in urgent and primary care. Practitioners Andrea Bain and Meredith Hutton bring years of experience and compassion to keep you and your family healthy. A&M Medical features a separate well waiting room to meet your needs. Visit today and ask about A&M's weight loss program and telemedicine services. That's A&M Medical, located at 2367 Highway 43 South in Leoma, Tennessee.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
A&M Medical is Lawrence County's newest medical clinic, specializing in urgent and primary care. Practitioners Andrea Bain and Meredith Hutton bring years of experience and compassion to keep you and your family healthy. A&M Medical features a separate well waiting room to meet your needs. Visit today and ask about A&M's weight loss program and telemedicine services. That's A&M Medical, located at 2367 Highway 43 South in Leoma, Tennessee.
And back here on the X Sports Network as we're back here after the pitching change, as it will be Pugh on the mound here for the Lady Tigers, as it was Jackson. She gave up 7 runs here to start things off. 1-0 count, top of the lineup here. Briley Winters, that's swung on. That's going to get down. Over shortstop's head. Chance, she's going to take off, and she'll head home. Give it run number 8 for the Lady Mustangs. Winters another hit and another single. This time an RBI single, that is. Cam Hansen back up to the plate. She is 1 for 1 on the day. She had a single her first at bat. That one swung on. That's going to go over the third baseman's head. As Winters, she's going to take off for third. She's going to stay put, slide down. And as a double here for Hansen. Now runners in scoring position once again, second and third. Brings up the shortstop, Aubrey Ezel. She had a double her last at bat. was a 2 RBI double. Excuse me, 1 RBI double that was. That one misses high, 4 ball 1. Still only 1 out. Here's next pitch. That one swung on, shot over shortstop's head. That's going to score 2. Ezel, she takes off, rounds first, heads to second, stand up, 2 RBI double, and it is now 10-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. It has been all Lady Mustangs in this one, as they're making a statement that they're wanting to go to Murfreesboro and getting hot at the right time.
Number 6, Mallory Corbin.
Brings up Mallory Corbin. That one misses low and inside, ball 1. Here's the next pitch. That one in there for strike 1. Next pitch just misses inside. It's a 2-1 count as we started this game right around 4:30, and we're at the 5 o'clock mark, and it is 10-0 here in the bottom of the first still. Only 1 out. Next pitch swung on, grounder. That's going to get into left field. Another run will score. Corbin, she'll stay put over at first. An RBI single here for the Lady Mustangs as they keep adding up their runs. 11-0. Brings up Randall once again. She's 0 for 1. So far the only out in this one. She had a fly out into left field. It was a nuke, and I thought it was going to get out of here, but the wind caught it up enough. That one's going to be swung on, be fouled out of play. And the way the bats have been, they might as well be swinging on that first pitch as good of contact as they made today and hitting the gaps and getting them over into left field most of the time. Next pitch. And check swing caught her on that one. It's a 0-2 count. Next pitch swung on over into right field. That's going to get down. Advance Corbin over to second, and 1 out single once again over in first and second. Brings up Atkinson once again.
Coming to the plate. Senior pitcher, number 16, Chelsea Atkinson.
Here's the pitch. That one misses high. Here's the next pitch. That one misses high once again. It's a 2-0 count. Here's the 2-0. That one's in there. 2-1 count. Here's the next pitch on 2-1. That's swung on over to second. They throw over to first. In time, advances the runner. That's going to get over the head as they're going to take off. As Corbin will score as player down from Mount Pleasant's number 22. That is McFarland. She looked to be a little shaken up on the play as tried to make a slide and got away from her. So it's now 12-0. 2 outs, runner on third though for the Lady Mustangs. That's Randall. As it was Corbin that tried to slide. They tried to throw over to get her out. Went over third baseman's head. As Corbin was able to score. So they're still checking on her. It looked like that right leg she was holding on to. Looks like she's all right and on her head. And it looks like they're going to be all right, and action's going to be back underway.
Now batting. Senior second baseman, number 12, Macy Kate Livingston.
Macy Kate Livingston back up to the plate. Here's the pitch. That one misses low. Low and inside. Ball one. Here's the next pitch. That one's low and inside once again. Livingston jumps ahead 2-0 now. Here's the next pitch. That one misses high this time. Near the shoulders. 3-0 count. Livingston's probably going to watch this one go by here. Shows bunt. And that'll be a 4-pitch walk. Brings up Andrews once again. Runners on the corners. Here's the pitch. Misses low, 4-1. Next pitch, that one misses high, 2-0 count. Here's Pugh now with the 2-0. That one misses low, 3-0 count. Once again, Pugh falls behind 3-0. Trying not to lead to a 4-pitch walk and load the bases up. Here's the next pitch. In there for strike one. Makes the hitters count 3-1. Andrews, anything that she likes, she'll try to get a hold of it here more than likely. Here's the pitch. That one's in there for strike two. She kind of shakes her head. Thought it was a little low. Now runs it full with 2 outs. Here's the next pitch. Now swung on, popped up, and it looks like it'll be in foul territory, and we'll do it all over again. It was down the left field line, near the batting cages. Full count once again. That's swung on down the third base line. That's going to be line fair. Randall, she'll score. As Livingston, she'll go over to third, and Andrews will stay put over at second now. A little tongue-tied there. Runners in scoring position. It's now 13-0 with still 2 outs. And we're still in the bottom of the first, if you didn't know. Jesse Chance back up to the plate. As that'll be one hopper. They look to throw over to first, and that one will be in time, and that one will end the inning. But with that, Loretto puts on 13 runs as they lead 13-0. As we'll be back for the top of the second coming up next here on the X Sports Network.
This is the X Sports Network.
And back here on the X Sports Network is we're back here for the top of the second inning. And yes, you see the scoreboard right. It is 13-0 as the Lady Mustangs put on 13. They went through the lineup twice. Now it's time for the Lady Tigers to see what they can do offensively, try to get back into this game. Leading off here will be number 4. So that is Tomlin. Her first at bat. Here's the pitch. Misses low and inside, ball 1. Here's Atkins with the next pitch. Now swung on foul, tipped into the, not the net, but the cage. The back cage, I guess you'd call it. 1-1 count. Here's the next pitch. That's swung on, shot into right field. And Hanson makes the grab for the first out. 1 up, 1 gone. Brings up Haywood, left fielder in today's game. So here's the pitch. Now swung on foul. That'll be foul behind. 0-1 pitch. Excuse me, 0-1 count that is. Here's the next pitch. Misses high. 1-1 count. Here's the next pitch. That one swung. That's going to be popped up, skied into left field. Winters looks to track it down, makes the grab, and that'll be second out here to start things off here in the top of the second inning. DP up to the plate for Mount Pleasant, number 16, Lovett. Her first at bat. Here's Loretto trying to get the third out and get 3 up, 3 down. Here's the pitch in there for strike 1. Here's the next pitch. That one swung on, fouled. And we're going to run the count 0-2 now. So 2 quick strikes. Both of them fouled off. Excuse me, the first one was in there for strike 1. That one was fouled off. Next pitch, swung and missed for strike 3 for the backwards K, and that, or excuse me, for the K that is, but that one will end the inning. So 3 up, 3 down for Mount Pleasant as they still aren't able to score any runs. Loretto leads 13-0. We'll be back for the bottom of the second. That'll be coming up next here on the X Sports Network.
As a business owner and a supplier of pressure-treated materials, we have customers all over the country. But the relationships that I'm most proud of are the ones in our own community, the people that I serve, that I meet at Walmart, that I run into on the weekends. Those are the ones that I'm really proud of today.
When we started Finley Fence Supply almost 15 years ago, we decided to build our business on 3 core values: quality, value, and service. And Old South has proven to be a great partner. Their values match ours. Their quality is great every time. By using Old South material, we can give our customers great value for their money, and their service is unsurpassed. Anything that we need, they are Johnny on the spot to supply us. It's been a great partnership with us and Old South.
This is the X Sports Network.
And back here on the X Sports Network is we're back here for the bottom of the second inning between the Lady Mustangs of Loretto taking on the Mount Pleasant Tigers. New pitcher on the mound once again. That will be number 20. That is Devers, Gina Devers, another freshman here for Mount Pleasant, is leading off here for the Mustangs. The Lady Mustangs, that is, will be the number 1 hitter. Breeley Winters back up to plate, her third at bat coming up. has a lot of playoff implication in this game. Right now, Loretta's taking care of business, as if they hang on, which right now they're in a good position to, they will lock up the number 2 seed within district going into the postseason. But if Mount Pleasant is able to rally and come back and pick up the win, it will be a 3-way tie for second place, and a lot of tiebreakers will come into play. But to make it easy, Loretta's doing the best thing they can do, and that's just to win the ball game and take it into their own hands.
Leading off the second from Loretta, junior left fielder, number 2, Brady Winters.
Winters will step into the batter's box. And we're ready for the the bottom of the second. That one misses high, 4-1. Then again, Loretta is 2 runs away from the run rule when it's 15 after 3. So try to get this one done early. That one misses 4-2. So maybe they're trying to get this one done early. That way they get to church. Is not sure when everybody's starts. That'll be popped up in the left field, and that's going to be caught for the first out here in the inning. Cam Hansen now up to the plate. That one is swung on. That will be fouled off the the bat there. That will be a 0-1 count. Start things off. Hansen just kind of smiles that one off. Here's the next pitch. That one's swung on, popped up here and there, and that'll be fouled down the third base line. 0-2 count. Here's the 0-2, and that's going to be in the dirt for ball 1. 1-2 count. Here's the next pitch. That's swung on, popped up here into center field, and underneath it makes the grab for the second out. So after scoring 13, most of that damage coming with 1 out. It's now 2 outs quickly, bringing up Ezel.
Senior shortstop, number 1, Aubrey Ezel.
Here comes the pitch. That's swung on. Here into the shortstop. Makes the grab, and that one will end the inning. So with that, 3 up, 3 down for the Lady Mustangs. Still 13-0 in favor of Loretta. And we'll be back for the top of the third. That'll be coming up next here on the X Sports Network.
Efficiency, reliability, accuracy. Move forward with your real estate sale or purchase with Title and Escrow of Lawrence County, the most experienced closing team around. Working with clients locally and throughout the state, we offer a wide range of services, including the expertise of an on-staff attorney, backed by our more than 49 years' experience in titles and closings. We get the job done on time at a fair price and ensure every last detail is correct. Our goal is to give you peace of mind. When you work with us, you work with people who live where you do. We understand the importance of the real estate community and strive to build strong relationships with all parties involved in the process. Whether you're buying a home, selling a business, acquiring land, or anything in between, you're in good hands with Title and Escrow of Lawrence County.
Put the most experienced closing team on your side. Contact Title and Escrow of Lawrence County today.
This is the X Sports Network.
And back here on the X Sports Network as we're here for the top of 13 between the Loretto Mustangs taking on the Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers leading off here for the Lady Tigers will be number 22. That's McFarland.
Leading off 30 from Mount Pleasant. Second baseman number 2, McFarland.
Jackson back on the mound once again. Had a pretty good day so far. I'll finally get it out. That one misses outside 4-1. As she's just been throwing it down the middle at this point. As after 13 runs scored in the bottom of the first, it's been all Lady Mustangs in this one so far. Next pitch, in there for strike one, evens it up. Here's the 1-1. That was swung and missed for strike two. 1-2 pitch. Here's the next pitch. Swung and missed for strike three. And the second strikeout here for Atkins. Brings up number 26, the freshman Jackson. She started out on the mound for Mount Pleasant. She actually goes to Hampshire Unit School. As now we popped up. Livingston tracks it underneath it, makes the grab. Mount Pleasant has 4 players that go to Hampshire, as Hampshire doesn't have a softball team, so they play with Mount Pleasant. Brings up Brewer up to the plate. Back to the top they go. That was swung on, shot up the middle. That's going to get in center field, and that'll be a base hit for Brewer, a 2-out single. Now brings up number 24, Pugh, once again. Here's the first pitch. That one misses high, gets away. Brewer, she's going to take off for second. She'll stay put, and now they're in scoring position with 2 outs, 1-0 count. Here's the next pitch. That one misses high, 2-0 count now. Next pitch, in there for strike one. 2-1 count. Axon trying to bring herself back, looking to even it up here. Or the best thing would to get it out. Next pitch, misses just low, 3-1 pitch. Now here. Here's Atkins. Misses away for ball 4. Now runners over at first and second. Brings up Scroggins.
Number 5, Scroggins.
Here's pitch. That one misses for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. That one's in there for strike one. Evens it up, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the next pitch. That swung on, popped up here in the infield. Livingston calls everybody off, makes the grab, and that one will end the inning. As 2 runners stranded for Mount Pleasant, they still trail Loretto 13-0. We'll be back for the bottom of the third. That'll be coming up next here on the X Sports Network.
You know, Storing Lee Furniture is not just some huge chain store, but we do have a 144,000 square foot showroom right here in Leoma, Tennessee. The Story family has worked together in the business now for 55 years. And a familiar face is here to help you with whatever you need. That's what being a part of the community right here in the Tennessee Valley means. And if you have an issue, we're right here to take care of it. And don't forget free delivery. We invite you to come see us. We're Storing Lee Furniture.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us at 106 2nd Street or on Facebook. We guarantee you will see working with PLC is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
This is the X Sports Network.
And back here on the X Sports Network, we're back here for the bottom of the third between the Lady Mustangs of Loretto taking on the Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers. Leading off here for Loretto will be Mallory Corbin. So here's the pitch. That one misses for ball one. Give a correction. It is Chelsea Atkinson. There we go. I'll eventually get it right. That one swung on miss for strike one. This is my third Lady Mustangs softball game of the year, so trying to get used to the names. So I know they'll give me a hard time about it, but hey, gotta learn at some point. Next pitch, that one swung on, fouled back. 1-2 count. Here's the next pitch. That one misses high for ball two. And now it's a 2-2 count here. Here's the next pitch. That one swung on, foul back once again. We'll do it over. Lady Mustangs 2 runs away from ending this game. They scored 2 runs here. That will be the ball game. There's the next pitch. Swung miss for strike 3. And the first strikeout here from Mount Pleasant. So Corbin will go down swinging, brings up Kirsten Randall.
Senior third baseman number 8, Kirsten Randall.
First pitch to Randall. Grounder over to third. Scoop it to first in time. And one pitch. And with the out, brings up 2 outs now. That will bring up Chelsea Atkinson. Hey, I got it right. There we go.
Number 16, Chelsea Atkinson.
She's trying to get on, help her own cause. That pitch in there for strike 1. Next pitch in there for strike 2, and it's now 0-2 count. Next pitch here. That one misses high. 2 balls, 1 strike, excuse me. Next pitch. Swung on. Here down the first base line. That one will be just fouled. It was just right of the first base line. Does it look good? But with that, runs the count even 2-2. 2's across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. As district play will begin Monday for Loretto and Summertown here on the X Sports Network. It'll be in Hohenwald. That one swung on. That's going to get down into left center. That's going to roll. And Atkinson, she's going to take off. She will be there over at second 2-out double. Then again, the bracket hadn't been released yet, but if things were to hold true right now at the end of this game, Loretto will lock up the 2 seed, as more than likely they will take on Lewis County.
Mason Kate Livingston.
Mason Kate back up to the plate. So here's the pitch. That one misses for ball 1. Next pitch swung on. That's going to get in left field. That's going to score a run. Atkinson, she'll round third. She'll head home. She scores. And Livingston getting things back going offensively for the Lady Mustangs with a RBI single. It's now 14-0. As the game-ending run over at first base.
To the plate, freshman designated player.
Going to have Abby Andrews, the DP, back up to the plate. Looks like we're going to have a lineup change a little bit here. Bryce Glass. So we're going to have a courtesy runner. That will be Channa Reed over at first now running.
Freshman designated player for 15, Abby Andrews.
Here's the pitch. That was swung on. Shot into left field and gets over her head. Reed, she's going to round third. Andrews, she's going to be over at third. And she will score. And that right there will be your ball game. So with that, a 15-0 Lady Mustangs win in 3 innings, as they will end it early and they will lock up the number 2 seed here in the district going into postseason. So that will do it for the Lady Mustangs here today, as they will be playing Monday, weather permitting. I think it looks good for Monday, as don't have a bracket yet, like I said, but more likely they will play Lewis County. Don't quote me on that. So with that, Loretto wins 15-0 over Mount Pleasant. They'll be back in action on Monday. So for Hayden Burks, Kevin Wright, we will see you then here on the X Sports Network.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.